We are at the point to buy stock, or we are actually almost entering the bear market. And this one was critical bear market. If it is true, this is very long one. Welcome to ymchannel. Today, I will give you the owner's opinion and insights from the chart, and you have to watch this video. This is critical. This is very critical. Now look at S&P 500. By the way, click like, subscribe, share with your friend. S&P 500, this is 12 month. Before I mentioned 12 month, we have a very special pattern. One candle is 1 year, okay? So 2 year for green, one red. Red is the drop, okay? 3 year green, one drop. 2 year green, one drop. 3 year green, one drop. 2 year green. Now we haven't finished the year. We only have so far we are in April, right? But we have a very high chance this year is a red candle, right? Number one. But how many months or how many years do we go down? We look deeper for the 6 month chart. So now we look at 6 month chart. So I want you to look at the fund movement because something maybe you don't notice is the fund divergence. And this indicator called YM Big Buy, okay, this one we can see it very clearly when there is a divergence. For example, this one, 2022 and 2007, you can see what happened. They create a double top. They cannot create a higher high. Why? Because we have a divergence. Okay, the fund is less than previous one. You see, YM Big Buy, they record the big volume trade, and this is 6 month big volume trade. What does it mean? This means this is a super big fund. Okay, it's not daily chart. This is a 6 month chart. One candle is 6 months. So now it means if they want to create a high minimum, they need to go above. Basically, you can see the fund here. We focus on the YM Big Buy first. Okay, so the fund is here. If you want to create a high, basically you need to go over this green candle, this one. Okay, this one cannot create a high. It means the fund is not stronger than previous one. Okay, so that's why we have we cannot create a high. And now we look at here. This one, they start to create a high. They come back down, but they did not drop. Basically, this candle, these two candle, right? They go above this previous peak. And if we look, actually, if you look at this four candle, this 6 months did not really drop below. They don't close below this candle. Okay, this candle become a critical one. Okay, this action, this 1, 2, 3 candle, what are they doing? Red. What are they doing actually? They try to wash out the people. They try to kick out the individual. Why? So that they can buy more and then they pull up the price. Okay, so now where are we now? Are we at the edge or are we in some troubles right now? I want you to look at this pattern first. This pattern also is very similar to this pattern because we cannot create a high. So far, we haven't closed the candle. We still have 2.5 months to go. Okay, so far, it seems like it is lower than this one. It's lower than this one. What is interesting is if we look at here is lower, here is higher. This is a very strong divergence. This is a very strong divergence. This one is flat. This one go down. This is an average divergence. Okay, average divergence. So this is a strong divergence. If they continue to do this pattern, it means they will have a very strong correction. Okay, so I need to give you a bit signal about this. So for example, this one, when they drop, this is 6 months, by the way. So 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 6 month drop, which is 1.5 year, 1.5 year. And now we are here. So you need to be careful, okay? And even worse, we can drop even more than 3 candle. Look at this, 5 candle. 5 candle is, of course, is bear market. And you look at this, they also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 6 candle. So this is something you need to bear in mind. We have a divergence for the funding. It doesn't look good here. Okay. And if you look at YM cheapest, it's not so obvious because when they drop like this for 6-month chart, this is already too low. So we need to make it a bit smaller again. We need to from 12 months, 6 months, even we go to 3 months, 2 months, something like that to look what is going on. Okay. So this is 2-month chart. Look at the fund movement. I want you to look at the fund movement. Where money is a critical factor for the stock. Okay, so if we look at the fund movement, you can see we are above zero, but we have the red, it means net sell more than net buy. So this is something you need to bear in mind. We have a net sell more than net buy. And if we look at the purple line, this is an average, right? The purple line is pointing downward. This is a 2-month chart to point downward. You see, when they point downward, for example, here, how many months they go down? Okay, when they point downward, they have this one, they have 2 candle, which is 4 months. Okay, so this we have another, so double top for the funding. And do we drop further? Let's see. So now we look at the YM Club fast first. YM Club fast for 2-month chart, okay? Because YM Club long, it would still go upward, but we want to make more profit, right? So especially right now, I know many people, they tend to buy many stock right now. They think it's a bottom. So we are at the 50-50. Okay, so last time I told you we have a strong support. But if we look at longer time frame, for example, 2-month chart, basically what happened is we haven't confirmed we are at the bottom. And basically, a 2-month chart can show you they drop below the YM cup flash. So what does it mean? So it's just like this one. They also have a long wick, long lower wick, and people thought this is a support, and they continue to drop. Okay, they continue to drop. So this is something you need to bear in mind. How about monthly chart? Do we have anything? Monthly chart is more clear. The fund is going down below zero. So this is a very weak market for monthly chart. Although we have support here because it's a long wick here. If we look, we can point. Okay, let me show you. We can point to like this. This is a strong support. This is a previous peak. And if we go, uh, yeah, if we go, for example, here, we make an extension. It's not yet touching, but if we make an extension here, okay, you see 1 point, they touch 1 point, 2 point, and now we are close to there, but not yet. Do we do like this? It's possible we touch this and go up again. So we are kind of like half right now. If we point to this one, it's the same. It's the same. Okay, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 5 point, 6 point here. Okay, so the strong support is to validate this is a support. Is you need a body to touch it. So far, we don't have a body to touch it. We just have a long wick to touch it. So it's not yet confirmed. But if we look clearly, if we look more like the monthly chart, the red line, the YM club fast, it doesn't look good. It dropped below already and it changed direction already. This one, they did not change direction. You see, they drop below, yes, but they did not change the direction. This one, they do change the direction. Look at here. Look at here. So when we change the direction, it means the trend is going downward. It's going downward. And fund can tell you already, actually, since December, the fund is moving downward. And look at this big candle, right? It's bigger than any red candle here, even any green candle here. So this is a very strong shorting power. Okay, very strong selling power here. So basically we have a big volume selling, big volume selling. Okay, although on the weekly chart. Now look at weekly chart. So in long term, I want you to be in mind, in long term, we're in downward trend right now. We don't have a signal for monthly chart to tell you this is going upward. How about weekly chart? Right? Weekly chart, we do have some signal here to tell you some buying here because I told you this is a support. So I don't know this fund is catching the rebounds or they actually try to build the bottom. We're not yet confirmed because they can build for a while, like this one. Look at this one. You see here? We're not yet to the bottom yet. Not yet for sure because we are still creating very high. This is a very high position for S&P. Okay? You can look at here. It's not yet like previous one, like here. 222. They can go lower. Okay? You mean this is even we have this green chips for YM chip entry. You mean institution come in? Yes, but they can come in for many times, for longer times. Okay? Like here. Okay, 222, it happened here. Okay, and I want you to be aware, we are still weak, and this is weekly chart. We need the Friday to close the candle. So far, YM Club fast is 5402, and right now we go below the red already. So does it look good? No, we need to go above it. We need to go above it. This is weekly chart. How about daily chart? Daily chart is being more clear about what is going on also. If we look at YM Club Long, you can see very clearly we are in the downward trend since end of February. Right? Once they create a top, they create many times, they touching this and then they drop. You see that? They drop. Okay, here they have divergence. Here they also have divergence going down. So basically we are right now going downward trend. Don't tell me this is an upward trend. This is a downward trend. How about in a very, very long time, let's say you're very long time investment, you need to be careful because we're still in the downward trend. We're still in the downward trend. Okay, so we have no signal yet. Even you buy when they change the direction, you can still make crazy profits. Look at here. Okay, I know many of you, including myself, this is human. We want to catch the bottom. We want to buy at the low. Yes, I understand, but you need to do very good risk management. Otherwise, you will have some low problem. You don't know this is a high or this is low. I want you to be aware of one resistance. So the red line is still going upward, right? Blue line is going down. This is a rebound, correct? Yes. In my video, and many times I show you, when we buy, when they go above the red, we buy. When they drop below the red, we sell, right? Another situation we sell is when they hit the blue and they cannot go over the blue, we also can sell. So you can make some profit here. You see, you buy here, you sell here, okay? Remember, we are in a rebound strategy. We need to use short-term strategy. Short-term strategy. Don't tell me, okay, you are trying to catch long-term, long-hold strategy because we are still in the downward trend. What long hold? Long hold what? No, there's no long hold. We need profit. Why you invest in stock market? Because you want profit. You want to make money. Okay, so I'm giving you alert. We are touching the resistance here. We are touching the resistance here. Here. How about the fund movement? The fund is doing good, and we have a bunch of institutions coming in. Correct. YM cheapest is still going upward. So this is good. You mean institution go up and we have big fund coming in. We need this to go above the blue. Otherwise, it will come back down again. Okay. This is something you need to bear in mind. We are in the rebounds. So don't tell me about any long hold strategy, whatever. When it's going down, I want you to do your risk management. Okay. I don't want you to lose money. So when we have resistance, you need to be very careful. Once this change the color, once they have a big volume, or even now, if you make profit, you can still choose reduce a little bit because the weekly chart, the the monthly chart doesn't look really too good. It is never too late to buy when the blue just to change the direction. Because this blue line, this YM club indicator I make, basically is very sensitive to the trend. Okay, it's more sensitive than the moving average. So when the trend really change the trend, the YM club long will tell you basically will tell you right away, look at here. They tell you here. They tell you here and you hold until here. You're making this kind of profit. Do you want that? Okay, right now the blue not yet changed the trend. So don't try to buy stock, especially today. Not today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, because we are just under the resistance. Okay, either they need to go above or the blue change the direction. Then we buy stock. Okay, so this is the S&P 500. How about Nasdaq? Nasdaq is slightly better, okay, but still blue going down, okay, purple going down. Mean the trend, the long-term trend is still going downward, and we are in the rebounds because the red is going up. Okay, and you can see, let's say you don't have my indicator, you need to have a strategy, how to buy, how to sell, how to see the resistance. Look at here, they have a gap here. Let me show you the gap. Here. Basically, we didn't go above the gap. We did not go above the gap. Okay, this is already good, this candle, this big candle, up 12%. We jump over this gap, and now we go to the second gap, we stop. So it's quite normal they stop. Let's look at the fund movement. The fund is quite healthy. They have the green above zero. We still have a lot of lock chips, okay, and the institution going, and we have institution coming in here. Remember, this YM chip entry, it work better with a longer time frame, okay? So because the daily chart, they can happen for many times and longer times. For example, here, okay? Here is 223 August, 223 October. Okay, now we happen already 2 times. They catch very precisely where is the relative low, relative low, relative low. Unless you have a lot of money, then you can follow this to buy, to buy. Otherwise, I want you to be safe. We buy when the blue change the direction, right? Does it make sense? Why do we hold stock when it's downward trend? Why? I don't want you to have a concept, oh, because this is a bottom, I want to buy lower. How do you know this is the absolute bottom? Okay, when you have limited resource. If you have limited resource, please wait the blue light change direction first. Number one. Number two, let's say you buy here. Okay, you need to bear in mind we are under this strong resistance here. Okay, and we have another resistance, which is the blue line. The blue line is still going downward. We use short-term strategy and very small position. Okay, so buy here, sell here, or buy here, wait the drop below the red and you sell. Okay, this is also two strategy. And remember, we are still in a downward trend. I want you to do better for the risk management. I don't want you to lose money. Okay, remember, when 100 drop to $50, let's say you have $100 drop to $50, you drop 50%, right? But when 50 go up to 100 to recover the original price, you need 100% gain the return. I mean, it is double effort. So always do well for the risk management. Try to limit the loss. Okay. So I know many of you, you don't have the cut loss method. My method is easy. Okay. We cut loss with the line. When we buy with the blue, let's say here, we sell when they drop below the blue, and we further sell when they change the direction. Okay, when we buy with purple, same. Buy with the purple, we sell with the purple. Easy. When we buy with the red, we sell with the red. Look at here. Go up and we sell here. And you can also reduce your holding from here because they touch the blue light and they flash a red candle. Green candle, you don't need to sell, but the red candle, yes, you need to reduce. Okay, so this is the update today, and I hope, oh, Tesla, our favorite stock. So I want to ask you, give you some homework. Purple, down. Blue, down. Red, we are still down. So what does it call? This is a long-term downward trend. How about short-term? Short-term, we are still in the downward trend. Okay, although they go above this red line, but the red, as long as we still downward, the red, we are still in the downward for short term. So basically, it's not even rebounds, not even rebounds. Okay, how about the fund movement? The fund, we are doing okay, but the YM chippers is not doing really well here. Okay, although we have institution come in, they have the red above the purple, but you can see here, the line did not change the direction. The purple is still going downward, and they go the pink bar to show is weak. It's weak. Okay, it's not more than the average. Okay, so I want you to have in mind what kind of market we have right now. Tesla, although we have institution come in, yes, this is relative low. Yes. How long does it last to do the sideways? Okay, number one, every day I get message like, oh, should we buy Tesla now? Oh, should we add Tesla now? But we are still downward, downward, downward. We don't have a critical indicator or signal to tell you, hey, let's buy in. No, okay, we don't have it this moment. But one thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 5 this candle, right? One thing is you can here. The good thing is, oh, not good thing, sorry. The first green candle, one of our strategy, we follow this YM chip entry. The first green candle, if it's to Taurus, we use this as a signature candle. We draw a highest price. Look at this price. We go back within this range again. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means it hasn't started to pull up yet. The institution did not have enough price, so they will push down the price a bit more to add more stock for institution. Okay, so here. But as an individual, I want you to do well the risk management, especially you have limited resource. Okay, so we go back to down here. If they drop below the red, cut loss or cut gain, and if they drop below the red, totally, completely stop the stock. Okay, this is the update for Tesla. How far Tesla can go lower? The next support would be around, basically we have touched around this 212 area already. The next one, if they drop, they can drop to 202. Okay, we are building the base right now. Here, you see the blue is changing direction from downward to slightly to flat, but it's not yet. We are still in the downward trend. We're still in the downward trend. It's very clear. There is a fact. Is I'm not trying to argue with you. Hey, we are going to change the trend right now. No, there's no sign to tell you that. Although we have fun coming in, yes, yes, and we have indicator to tell you this is a relative low, yes. But I always mention here, the relative low can happen for the entire year, even 2 years. Okay. This one start from January 224, and they finish April 224. Okay, and sometimes it happen for 3 years also. And I want you to have a look. Do we have a weekly chart? YM chip entry? No, we don't have it. We don't have it, and not really like this one. This one we have it 224 April. Okay, 224 April we have it. Now we don't have it, so it's not yet confirm this is a absolutely bottom. We have no sign to tell you this is an absolute bottom. So I want you to be in mind, we are like S&P 500. It's very possible they will come down a bit more because we have the resistance. Okay. If S&P 500 come down, Tesla will also come down. Okay. And remember, we are still downward, downward, downward. Okay. So this is the update today. And I hope you do well for your risk management and look for this free. Use your method or give me the comment below, send me an email. I will give you this free line for free for you to try for 2 weeks. I want you to get out of from the bear market if it is a bear market because we are kind of like half right now. Okay, so see you next video. Bye.